I need to confess something right off the bat. A hug has made me wetter than a kiss. That's right. Women have left boyfriends, cheated on lovers, and obsessed over men who never even slept with them, just because of the way he hugged them. One touch, one placement of a hand, and suddenly she can't stop thinking about him. Most men hug like friends, flat, safe, forgettable. That's why she doesn't crave you. But the man who understands these psychological tricks, he doesn't just hug her, he imprints on her body. He makes her feel something she can't explain, yet can't ignore. I'm a woman. I've felt it. My friends talk about it. And your girl has probably felt it too. A hug can be innocent, or it can be the start of obsession. There are 13 secrets to touching her during a hug that make her crave you. And number 9, that's the one we can't resist. It makes us crave you even when you're not there. Trick number 1, the slow draw-in. Every woman notices it immediately. The difference between a man who snatches us into a hug and one who pulls us in slow, steady, and calm is like night and day. When a man rushes, it feels desperate, like he's afraid we'll slip away. But when he draws us in gradually, like he already knows we'll come closer, our bodies soften without permission. That patience doesn't just feel confident, it feels dominant in a way that turns us on. The psychology is simple. Women are hypersensitive to pacing. Fast movements signal nervousness or neediness. Slow movements signal certainty, control, and grounded masculinity. When a man doesn't rush, he communicates ownership. He's not asking for permission. He's guiding us into his frame. That shift changes the hug entirely. I felt it myself. One guy pulled me in fast and I stiffened. Another barely moved. He placed his hand gently on my arm and let me come to him at my pace. That second hug melted me. My breath slowed. My chest opened. Without a word, my body said yes. Rule: never yank, never lunge. Guide, place your hand gently, apply calm pressure, and let her body lean in. Set the pace. She feels safe. And safety unlocks craving. Move slower than you think. Breathe slower than usual. When you slow the moment, she'll replay it faster in her head later. And here's where most men mess up. Once she's close, where you place your hand next decides everything. Trick number 2, the lower back claim. There's a reason women melt when a man's hand rests on the lower back. It doesn't feel casual or friendly. It feels protective, possessive. Like he's saying, you're safe with me and you're mine. That touch flips a switch inside us. We can't hide the reaction. The psychology is primal. The lower back is exposed, vulnerable, close to our hips. When a man places his hand there, it taps into ancient wiring, leadership and strength. It signals he's not afraid to guide, to protect, to hold us in a masculine way. Most men avoid this area and stay high on the shoulders, platonic territory. But the man who confidently takes the lower back separates himself instantly. I've experienced it countless times. One man hugged me with arms high on my shoulders. Safe, yes, sexless. Another slid his hand firmly on my lower back. My knees nearly buckled. I thought about it hours later. It wasn't overtly sexual, but it was charged. That charge made me crave more. Rule: guide her lower back, not too low, not groping, firm, calm. That placement says, you're with a man, not a boy. Once she feels that strength, she won't forget it. Your hand placement is just the start. Timing of the hug can make her obsess even harder. Trick number 3, release delay. Most men ruin it without realizing. They hug, pat twice, and let go too quickly. Cold, forgettable, like they can't wait to pull away. The man who holds just a beat longer, 1 second past the expected release, creates a ripple effect in her mind and body that she can't ignore. Psychology. Women notice subtle timing. We expect a hug to last a certain length. Break the rhythm and our bodies react. Let go too soon, it feels like rejection. Hold a moment longer, it feels like desire. That extra second makes her wonder, did he want more? Was he feeling me? Why didn't he let go? That question turns ordinary hugs into obsession. I felt it. One man hugged politely and let go. I never thought of him again. Another held just long enough that I had to decide whether to pull away. I didn't. My chest stayed against his. My mind spun. I replayed it in the car, in bed. That pause looped endlessly. Rule: don't grip, don't cling, don't smother. Hold a beat longer, then release calmly. That slight delay speaks unspoken desire. She'll replay it, wondering why it felt so different. Trick number 4, the neck-to-cheek brush. Every woman knows this. The hug feels normal until his cheek brushes ours or his breath grazes the side of our neck. That tiny, almost accidental touch is lethal. It bypasses logic. Body reacts before mind. Goosebumps, spine shivers, warmth low in the stomach. We replay it again and again. Psychology. The neck is intimate, vulnerable, and charged. Most men avoid it, but the man who lets his face linger close with calm confidence creates tension that lingers for days. It forces imagination. What if he didn't pull away? Imagination is stronger than reality. I lived it. A man hugged me cheek to cheek, nothing more. I went home burning. I kept touching the spot on my skin where his breath had been. Another man. He kept distance. Stiff, safe, yes, but not sexy. I forgot it instantly. That's the difference. Rule: don't force it. Let your face get close naturally. Draw her in. Breathe steady. Let the warmth of your skin speak before your words. Welcome to dating older women. Get ready. Once you master these touches, she won't just remember your hug. She'll crave it. Graze hers for just a moment, then pull back as if nothing happened. That single brush is enough to haunt her. She'll be the one craving it again, because you gave her just enough to imagine the rest. But silence can be even more powerful than touch, and the next secret proves it. Trick number 5, silent hug energy. Most men kill the moment with words. They hug and instantly say something. You smell nice. I missed you. Or worse, a nervous joke. The second they speak, the hug loses its charge. It becomes friendly, predictable, safe. But the man who hugs in silence, who just holds her without a word, that man makes her lose her balance. Silence forces her to imagine what he's feeling, and imagination is always stronger than explanation. Psychology. Women are addicted to meaning. We analyze tone, timing, words, everything. When you stay silent, you starve her of clues, and that uncertainty becomes obsession. I've been in hugs where he said too much, and my brain shut off instantly. But the hug where he said nothing breathed slow and steady against me. My mind went wild. Is he thinking about me? Is he turned on? Does he want to kiss me? Why isn't he saying anything? That loop doesn't stop after the hug. It follows her all day. I remember one man in particular. He hugged me, didn't say a word, didn't even sigh. He just held me with calm energy. And when he let go, I felt robbed. I wanted to pull him back, just to figure out what that silence meant. It was maddening, and it made me crave him. Rule: don't fill the silence. Don't break the tension with words. Hug her, hold steady, breathe slow, and let the moment breathe. When you stop explaining, she'll be the one explaining you in her head, over and over, until she's hooked. But silence isn't the only trick. The way your hand moves during a hug can be even more dangerous. Trick number 6, the shoulder slide. Most men hug like statues, arms stiff, hands frozen, polite, forgettable. But when a man moves with intention, even slightly, it changes everything. One of the most dangerous touches is when his hand slides just slightly across the top of her back or shoulder blade as he pulls away. That little movement feels deliberate. It feels like he meant it, and it sends a wave through her body she can't shake. Psychology. Women crave contrast. Stillness creates safety. Movement creates tension. A slow hand sliding across her shoulder doesn't feel accidental. It feels like you wanted her to notice. That tiny shift transforms the hug from friendly into charged. Her mind replays it. Did he mean that? Was that just a hug or something more? I remember once a man hugged me goodbye. As he released me, his hand glided softly across my shoulder. Nothing obvious, nothing sexual, but I felt my breath catch. Hours later, I still felt it. It haunted me, not because of what it was, but because of what it hinted at. Another man hugged me the same day. Arms stiff, no movement. I forgot him instantly. Rule: don't stay rigid. Let your hand move slowly, deliberately, as you break the hug. A gentle slide tells her the hug isn't over, even when it is. That lingering touch creates a ghost sensation she'll keep feeling when you're gone. But the most powerful hugs don't just use movement. They combine different energies at the same time: strength and softness. That contrast makes us melt. Trick number 7, contrast of firm and gentle. Every woman secretly wants both. She wants your strength and your tenderness. Most men get it wrong, being all one or the other. Too soft feels weak, too firm feels aggressive. But the man who blends the two, he creates a hug that makes her melt. Psychology. Feminine energy thrives when it feels safe and desired. A firm arm around the back makes her feel protected. A soft hand lightly stroking the upper back adds intimacy. That combination tells her you're strong enough to hold her, soft enough not to hurt her. And that balance is addictive. I felt it firsthand. One man hugged me softly, barely touching me. Nothing. Another squeezed so hard I couldn't breathe. Safe, yes. Sexy, no. But the one who wrapped me firmly with one arm while letting the other move softly against my back. My whole body melted, my chest pressed into him without realizing. I wanted that hug to last forever. Rule: mix energies. Hold her steady with one arm, firm and secure, while letting the other move with subtle softness. That contrast creates tension she can't resolve. Tension keeps her craving more. To leave her thinking about you long after the hug ends, add one playful yet charged move: the teasing squeeze. Trick number 8. A normal hug feels flat, polite, ends without a mark. But a slight squeeze, firm enough to be felt but not forceful, sends a shock through her body. It feels playful, intentional, like you wanted her to notice. And she does. The psychology. Women crave contrast between comfort and tension. Steady hug equals safe. Teasing squeeze equals unpredictable. That micro shift says, this isn't just friendly. It has weight. It makes her analyze. Why did he do that? Was it playful or desire? Those questions loop in her head, and the more she replays it, the more addicted she becomes. I've felt it. One man hugged politely and let go, instantly forgotten. Another squeezed slightly before releasing. Haunted me. My body replayed the pressure. My mind replayed the intent. It felt like an inside secret. The subtler, the louder in memory. Rule: don't overdo it. Light squeeze. Signal that you felt her and wanted her to feel it too. Done right, it leaves her buzzing when you pull away. The most powerful move isn't in what you give, it's in what you hold back. Trick number 9, the break first restraint, the craving trigger. This is the hug women can't resist, the one that makes us crave you when you're not there. It's not about holding longer, it's about letting go first, before we're ready. When you break the hug while her body still wants it, it creates an ache we can't shake. That restraint doesn't push her away, it pulls her in. Now she's chasing what she felt was denied. Psychology is brutal. Women desire what's withheld. Remember this rule: let her want it more. Withdraw first. Make her chase the feeling she didn't get. And if you want to master all 13 of these hugging secrets, make her crave you like no one else. Hit that like button and subscribe now, because you won't want to miss the next step. If you give her everything she wants instantly, she enjoys it, but she doesn't obsess over it. When you stop short, when you end the hug before she does, you leave her suspended in tension. That tension fuels imagination. She replays the hug, wondering why you pulled away first. Did you want her but controlled yourself? Did you feel the same spark she did? Why didn't you hold on longer? That questioning is the start of obsession. I've experienced this in the worst way. One man hugged me and let go first, even though I wanted it to last. My body leaned in, but he had already released me. I laughed it off, but inside I was spinning. I replayed it over and over. It made me want another hug. Not to give it, but to finish it. That restraint flipped the script. I wasn't in control anymore. I was craving him. Here's your rule. Always be the one to end the hug first. Not abruptly, not coldly, but with calm certainty. Pull away with confidence, like you're the one setting the pace. That small act of restraint tells her body the hug isn't hers to control. It's yours. The moment she realizes that, she won't stop thinking about you. But here's the secret most men miss. What happens after the hug can be just as powerful. Trick number 10, the eye lock after release. Most men ruin the afterglow of a hug. They pull away, look down, check their phone, or mumble something awkward. And just like that, the tension dies. The man who lets go and then locks eyes for just 1 second longer than feels comfortable leaves a mark that burns. That stare makes her feel like the hug didn't end, like he's still holding her even when his arms are gone. Psychology is primal. Eye contact is intimacy, vulnerability, and when paired with touch, it's electric. A hug without eye contact feels like a formality. A hug followed by a deliberate, lingering look feels like desire. It forces her to imagine everything you're not saying. Her mind rushes to fill the silence. What is he thinking? Did he feel that too? Why is he looking at me like that? Those questions haunt her. I'll never forget one man who did this. He hugged me, pulled back, but didn't look away. He held my eyes, calm and steady. My stomach flipped. My chest tightened. I couldn't breathe for a second. The moment only broke when I looked away first. That glance replayed in my head for weeks. The hug was nice, but the look, unforgettable. Here's your rule. Don't rush to kill the tension. After you release her, hold her eyes just 1 heartbeat longer than normal. Not a stare down, not a glare, just calm, steady presence. Then let her break it. That 1 second will stick in her mind far longer than any words you could have said. If you want to leave her body craving you long after you've walked away, make your touch linger. Literally. Trick number 11, the lingering touch exit. Most men break a hug like cutting a cord. Arms drop, contact ends, moment over. Clean, sharp, forgettable. The man who lets his hand linger for just a second as he pulls away leaves something behind. That small trailing touch across her arm, shoulder, or back feels deliberate, intentional. It doesn't disappear when the hug ends. It echoes through her body like a phantom touch. Psychology. The body remembers sensation long after it's gone. When your hand doesn't drop immediately, but drags slightly, you create an imprint, an unfinished line her nervous system keeps replaying, like a whisper in the ear, lingering longer than a shout. Softness, slowness, the almost, that's what burns into memory. I remember one man who did this perfectly. He hugged me, let go, but as he pulled away, his hand trailed down my arm until it slipped off at my wrist. I froze. My skin tingled like he was still touching me. Hours later, I rubbed the spot on my arm, remembering it. Compare that to every other hug I had that week. Clean breaks, nothing to remember, gone, the moment it ended. That's the difference. Rule: don't break clean. Let your hand slide slowly as you release her, trailing across her body for just a moment. Not groping, not grabbing, just lingering, like you're reluctant to let go. That final touch creates a ghost of you she'll feel long after you walk away. The real test of a man's frame comes when others are watching. How you hug her in public tells her, and every woman around you, exactly who you are. Trick number 12. Public hug frame control. A private hug can spark chemistry, but a public hug can set her entire perception of you. Most men shrink in public. They hug lightly, awkwardly, as if afraid of being seen as too bold. That kind of hug doesn't feel protective or masculine, it feels timid. But the man who hugs confidently in front of others makes her feel chosen, secure, proud to be with him. Psychology: status matters. Your hug communicates value, protection, and dominance without a word. It says, "This is my woman, and I own this moment." Here's your rule. Hug her like you mean it, even in public. Strong, calm, confident. Let her see your frame. That display sticks in her mind as much as your touch. If you want to master all these techniques and leave her craving your presence like never before, hit that like button and subscribe now to catch every secret move. Women are always watching how a man carries himself in social settings. A public hug isn't just touch, it's a statement. When you wrap her with steady, unapologetic confidence in front of others, it signals you're not ashamed of her. And more importantly, you're not ashamed of yourself. Other women notice too. Whether we admit it or not, when other women notice our man, we desire him more. It's the scarcity effect. If he's valuable to others, he becomes even more valuable to us. I remember one moment that burned into my memory. A man I was dating pulled me into a calm, confident hug at a crowded party. No rush, no nervousness. His arm rested firm on my back, his presence undeniable. I felt safe, and I felt proud. I wanted everyone to see. Another time, a different guy gave me the quickest, lightest hug in front of his friends, like he was embarrassed. That one cut my attraction in half. Here's your rule. Never shrink your frame in public. Hug her with the same calm confidence you would in private. Own the space. Own her presence. When other women see it, when she feels it, your value rises in her eyes instantly. But the most powerful move of all isn't even physical. It's what happens when you lean in as if you're about to whisper, and then say absolutely nothing. Trick number 13, the whisper without words. Sometimes the most powerful part of a hug isn't in the touch, it's in the tension you don't release. Most men either talk too much during a hug or say nothing with no presence behind it. But the man who leans in close, as if he's about to whisper something intimate, and then doesn't say a word, creates a storm inside her. That silence feels louder than any sentence. It makes her crave the words that never came. Psychology. Women are addicted to meaning, to filling in blanks. When you lean in like you're about to reveal something and then pull away in silence, you hand her a mystery she can't solve. Her mind starts racing. What was he going to say? Did he want to confess something? Did he stop himself because it was too bold? That guessing game doesn't end when the hug does. It follows her home, into her bed, into her thoughts when she least expects it. I've lived this moment. A man hugged me once, leaned in like he was about to whisper in my ear, his breath warm against my skin, and then he just pulled back. I can't explain the frustration and desire that ripped through me at the same time. I thought about it for days, replaying it, imagining a dozen different things he might have said. That silence turned into obsession. Here's your rule. Create space for her imagination. Lean close like you're about to whisper. Let your breath linger near her ear, then say nothing. Pull back with calm certainty, as if you didn't even need to speak. That unspoken moment will replay louder in her mind than any words ever could. And now that you've seen all 13 secret tricks, here's the truth. It was never just about the hug. It's about the frame, the restraint, the masculine presence. That's what turns even the smallest touch into something unforgettable. Now you see the truth. It was never just about the hug. It was never about tricks or lines or clever moves. It's about energy, presence, frame. Every one of these 13 secret tricks works because it taps into something deeper than touch. The slow draw-in isn't about moving slow. It's about showing you don't rush, you don't chase. The hand on the lower back isn't about placement. It's about claiming space with calm authority. The release delay, the cheek brush, the silence, all of them show restraint. It shows control. It shows that you're not desperate for her. You're directing the moment. And that's what women crave. Not another man who hugs like a friend, flat and forgettable. Not another man who clings too long, begging with his body. But a man who hugs like he leads, who knows when to hold, when to release, and when to let silence do the talking. A man who leaves her body wanting more, not because he gave everything away, but because he held something back. Here's what most men never understand. Obsession doesn't come from giving a woman everything. It comes from leaving her with something unfinished. An unanswered question. A tension she has to resolve on her own. That's why the lingering touch, the eye lock, the whisper without words are so lethal. They force her to imagine the rest. And imagination is what makes her crave you when you're not even there. Masculine energy doesn't chase. It doesn't cling. It doesn't over-explain. Masculine energy attracts by creating gravity, by being still while she spins, by being calm while she guesses, by making her feel safe while still making her body burn. Here's the obsession-regret tension you need to understand. If she ever walks away, she won't forget you. She'll forget the men who hugged too quickly. She'll forget the ones who clung too long. But she won't forget the man who hugged her like this. She'll replay it. She'll miss it. She'll regret losing it, because no other man will touch her the way you did, not with his arms, but with his frame. So the next time you hug her, remember, it's not just a hug. It's a psychological imprint, a test of presence. The moment where you stop being just another guy in her life and start being the man she can't stop craving. You've just learned secrets most women will never admit out loud. Now you know why some hugs get forgotten instantly and why others replay in her mind for weeks. We talk about it. With our friends, in private, we whisper about the guy whose hug made us crave him without even knowing why. Now you have the playbook. If this opened your eyes, hit the like button right now. Drop a comment and tell me which secret shocked you the most. And don't just watch once. Subscribe. Every day, I'm exposing hidden parts of female psychology, the truths we'll never say to your face, but the ones that decide if she craves you or forgets you. Remember this, if you miss even a single one of these videos, another man won't. He'll hear it, he'll use it, and the woman you're thinking about, the one you want craving you, she'll end up craving him instead. So stay here, stay sharp. Become the man she can't stop obsessing over. And now, take action today and practice these secrets, because mastery isn't in knowing, it's in doing.